Oh my gosh. Look at the baby. Look. Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 2 is out right now. But I know what you're thinking. What kind of goodies do we get to unlock over the next 3 months? In this video, I'm gonna take a look at the Battle Pass unlockables and give you my take on each and every one. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Whoa, okay, well, I gotta say, I had seen that this was one of the skins coming up, but I had no clue that this was gonna be like the very first skin that you unlock. Pretty darn nifty and pretty darn epic feeling as well. Wow, look at this guy. He is intense. He looks pretty darn cool. This is a fancy freaking skin here. 3 ruthless, very good boys. Part of the Grim Gatekeeper set. Very freaking cool. And definitely a nice surprise as you just very first log into the game. Definitely interesting and a fun one to start the Battle Pass out with right off the bat. All right, let's check out what else we got going on here. Oh man, all right. This is pretty cool. This is something I am actually genuinely super excited about. So I have been messing around with Rocket League a little bit more these days, and I gotta say it's a fun game, but I love the fact that we are getting collaboration between these two games. It is really fun to be able to drive many of the same cars that you have in Rocket League right here in Fortnite as well. And I think it's really cool that we're starting to see cars from the Rocket League season passes show up in Fortnite as well. Yes, Psyonix. Epic Games. I really liked the cars in the last season of Rocket League. Can you put them in the game too? It would be real great of you. I just want you to know. Let's take a look at what all we've got in the Battle Pass this season. We know it's a Greek theme. We know it's mythology. We know it's gonna be fun. Let's take a look and see what exactly we're getting this season. All right, so first off, we've got this fancy schmancy Cerberus wallpaper. You want to mess with Hades, you gotta go through him. All right, looks like some fancy. Technically, it's a pickaxe. Doesn't really look a whole lot like a pickaxe, let's be honest. Okay, the bork is just a really fun, nice little touch there. I find that pretty humorous. Well done, well done. Cerberus's bite, nice fancy little skin there. Do we get to ride this thing? Are we getting to ride a motorcycle in? Because that's actually kind of cool. It's possible that we got to hold it from the bottom, but if you actually get to ride this thing, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. All right, fancy backpack. Oh, yeah, okay. Just go ahead and open Pandora's box. They're definitely totally safe. Nothing wrong there. Nothing that we have to worry about. It's totally good. And of course, the doggo himself. All right, moving on. Next page. What all we got? Some Rise of the Pantheon stuff. All right, new banner icon. Golden versions of the doggo claws. Looks like a golden version of the backpack too. So, and the motorcycle. Got that in gold too. And of course, golden glowing doggo. Looks like his tail is kind of this glowing flaming blue too. It looks pretty all right like this. I do think I kind of like the vanilla flavor of him a little bit better personally. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, fancy wallpaper. I actually like this. This is a nice looking loading screen. I just like the style of it. I like the dot tones and everything. There's just something about this style of artwork, and it's a fun perspective. You can see the camera's kind of like off angle a little bit. It's upside down. It's a cool touch to it. Very nice. All right. Selfie shot emote, not too bad. All right, this is actually a pretty cool skin too. And it makes little hearts as you're diving as well. Very fun little contrail there. Banner icon, looks like a golden style with a heart on it for the guns. That's actually pretty nice looking. I think that's pretty nice and clean. This pickaxe kind of looks like a glaive to me with a little heart there. I actually think that's pretty classy looking. Nice, not too bad, a little subtle. And here's Aphrodite. Let's go ahead and view her full on so you can kind of get a full picture of what she looks like. Not bad. It's kind of like a modern touch on Greek goddess themes. Let's see, and the Lego version looks nice too, honestly. Some of the Lego versions, they don't always skin super well. This one, I think they did a good job, molded the hair nice, all that sort of jazz. All right, let's take a look at the next page, shall we? This is probably going to be a fancier version of the same thing. Another kind of animated style with the loading screen. Fun, but maybe not my favorite. Still good. Immortal Heart's Rest, a fancy backpack. Looks pretty all right. Got a fun spray there. It's nice. I think it suits her style and everything, so that's pretty cool by me. All right, the same little glaive looks a little bit more modernized, a little bit more sci-fi maybe. Ooh, this is pretty cool. I always love the surfboard style gliders, and this one's just got some nice little effects to it. It's simple but subtle enough. It's interesting. I like this twisting going on in the back there. Very cool glider there, guys. Very cool glider. All right, let me view this because I'm guessing, all right, you can't quite tell. I'm guessing that cloud up above is kind of a heart shaped. You know, this might not be one that I use often, but it's still cute. It's just kind of fun. It's goofy. I can see this being very amusing. If you guys do wonder about if you have like a tail on your character, it does clip through. All right, and then here's the fancy Immortal Aphrodite. This is a nicer reskin. It's a little bit different. It's fancier. It's more unique and looks a little bit more goddessy in a lot of ways. So I think that's kind of a cool one. It looks like this is just for the regular skin, does not affect the Lego version at all. Just so you have a heads up there. What all we got here? Oh my gosh. This guy gets to be Poseidon. I like it. I like that a lot. All right, we got some music. Let's take a look at what this music is, okay?
Every fish in the sea is the one for me. From the shore to the deep, I swim so free.
Okay, clearly I like that. That is gonna be pretty fun. I'm really picky about the songs that end up going in my little playlist thing, but that might be one of them. And looks like it includes the jam track. That's gonna be fun to mess around with as well. By the way, if this video is helping you, I would greatly appreciate it if you took a second to hit that thumbs up button, like it, and subscribe. We're going to be putting out more content like this all the time, and I would love to see you again in the future. Now back to the battle pass. All right, we got this skin. That's actually a pretty cool little effect. Looks like there's some bubbles going through it. Got a little bit of an emote here. Nothing too fancy. Oh my gosh. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. How can you not want to get... He just winked. Oh my gosh. He just winked at me. How can you not carry this precious freaking little baby around with you all the time? All right, so even if I don't use this skin, we're gonna have to use this. Nice little trident for this pickaxe. Pretty darn all right. A little bit of a Brosidon feel going on here. Oh wow. Talk about a Brosidon. This is actually kind of a fun outfit. It's a little quirky, but it's fun. It's a very Fortnite take on Poseidon. And let's take a look at what the Lego version looks like as well. Yeah, it's pretty all right. Some of these, you know, it's hard to translate into Lego form. Not bad. All right, let's take a look at the next page. Do we have a fancier version? Looks like it. This is a pretty fun loading screen, especially if you like the muscly characters as it is. Poseidon here, fish thick. And I might be kind of blocking him a little bit from view, but there's Meowscles down there too. Very fun. All right, I like the theme going on here. I like it. Get a banner icon, of course. A purple version of it in case the regular one did not quite suffice for you or doesn't work with your color scheme. Nice to have some options there. Do you even slurp, bro? Oh my gosh. Conch call. Oh my goodness! That is so freaking adorable. All right, that's pretty darn adorable. And last but not least on this page, we got the immortal Poseidon as well. Looks like he's basically the same as the other version, just he's got a different color scheme to him. So nothing too fancy there, but still not too bad if you like that skin. All right, looks like we're getting into some Medusa-y stuff. I actually like this loading screen. I think this looks pretty all right by me. We got a nice little GG. Stony GG. I see what happens. Ooh, that's kind of a nice effect with that. It almost looks like eyes in the position of the serpents there. I do kind of like a lot of times the two sword thing. There you go, some more snake-eyed. All right. And here is good old Medusa. What's she look like? What's she got going on here? That's a pretty good outfit, honestly. Again, it's got a modern touch to it. Oh, the eyes do some interesting things as well. Yeah, the eyes stay normal for some of the time, and then other times they get this crazy looking glow going on. Spoopy. And let's take a look at the Lego version, of course, as well. Lego version looks pretty good. They did a good job there. I'm guessing that the eyes won't do that fancy effect, but still cool. They did a good job with this one. Let's take a look at what we got on the next page, shall we? All right, another fancy kind of posterized style artwork. This one's pretty fun. Maybe not my favorite, but again, it's got a good effect there. It looks pretty cool. That's a big snake there. A rattlesnake. Ooh. Well, that guy's pretty fancy. You know, it's not something that I feel like is super practical to use all the time, but if you're going for the Medusa vibe and all that, it might be a good one that you enjoy using a little bit more often. Of course, this banner icon, we got a snaky themed skin here too. Looks okay, maybe not my favorite. Blinking eye could be your jam. Definitely not mine. Fancier versions of the swords as well. Let's see if the skin looks much different. Wow, this one's actually a little bit remodeled here. Kind of nice to see that there is some variation in some of these skins, because a lot of times it's just the same skin with another color thrown on there or a different color scheme. And who knows, you may be able to do some similar things with this once you've got it unlocked and available as well. On the next page, we're getting into the Zeus stuff. This is a cool looking artwork for the loading screens as well. Stormy Descents. Again, not necessarily my favorite, but it does go thematically really nicely with the other Zeus stuff, so that could be your jam. Shocking! Oh, Thunderbolt Aegis, a nice little lightning backpack. That actually looks pretty cool. If you're after the lightning bolt aesthetic, that's pretty nifty. Ooh, now, I've not unlocked any fancy guitars, so this is kind of cool to see. I think I see what's coming next, and I think I'm pretty excited about it. Let's see what we got. Okay, please tell me we get to ride on this like a freaking surfboard. That would be so cool. This would actually be pretty fun. This is a nice looking freaking glider. Look at that. Just coming in on a freaking lightning bolt. Very fun, very exciting. I am down. All right, and last but not least on this page, we've got the man, the myth, the legend, the Zeus himself. Looking real fancy there. I dig it. I dig it. His Lego variant looks like this. And honestly, pretty good job, I would say. I think that looks nice and clean. Gets the point of across. But if you see that, you're thinking, hey, it's Zeus, right? Look at this guy. How could he be more Zeus, right? All right, let's take a look at the next page, shall we? We've got Conqueror Zeus. Oh, interesting. We've got some of the characters from last season in here getting defeated. I mean, it looks like defeat by me, but getting pretty much wrecked by good old Zeus here. There's Nisha. We've got Oscar for sure. There's definitely Montag, or is it Montague? I never know how to say his name. Anyways, he's there, but very interesting to see. That's pretty fun. It's just a simple, like, kind of stasis thing, but it looks fun. And it includes a Lego style as well for those of you who are into the Lego game. I actually like this skin for guns. I think this looks nice. A nice wrap for your items. It's just black and gold with a nice subtle lightning bolt going on there. Really good, actually. I can dig that one. And here we go. There's that pickaxe that we were discussing. It looks pretty darn nifty. That's a kind of nice fun touch. And here is Conqueror Zeus. He got a haircut. Good job, buddy. Good job. He looks pretty good like this, actually. A little bit more modernized, a little bit more fancy, almost like, well, with the grenades and stuff on the side. He looks pretty military-ish, but I like it. I like the theme. It's kind of fun. It's like a modern take on Greek mythology. All right, we're on page 10 out of 14. Let's go to 11 and see what we got here. We're looking at Artemis's stuff next. Not bad. Not my favorite. It's a little too busy for me, but not bad. It looks interesting, and I think I see a cool glider coming up here, which is pretty darn nifty. There's the Huntress Ames Arrow Point Carver. Okay, that's a pretty cool pickaxe. All right. Starry-eyed Artemis. All right, simple enough, but fun. Huntress Lyre. I don't know how to say that. Is it Lyre? Is it somebody tell me in the chat. Is this pronounced Lyre? All right, let's take a look at this next emote. Okay, I can really dig this. This is a fun emote. And I feel like it's gonna look cool pretty much no matter what skin you're using. I think it's gonna be pretty fun to use. I'm super into that. Well done. And here we have Artemis herself. Looking fancy. Ooh, I like the freaking quiver sitting on the side there with the arrows sitting in there. That's a nice little touch. And she's got kind of a spacey theme, but not in some of the major spots of her wardrobe. I actually really like this skin. This is one that I think is pretty darn cool, and one that I would consider messing around with here and there as well. Let's take a look at the Lego version, see how that ended up coming out. Again, a pretty nice touch, although I'm not super sure that I would think, oh, this is definitely Artemis or anything like that. She looks a little too sci-fi-ish in the Lego version. Still fun, but just a little bit different. All right, let's take a look at the next page. Looks like we got a fancy version of Artemis available here. Oh, and now she's looking to take down freaking Oscar. It's cool to know that these characters weren't just one-offs, that they're actually like part of the story for this too. It's kind of nice to see that. Fancy lyre? Is it a lyre? Please somebody tell me. Got a nice banner icon if you're into archery. Not too shabby. A fancier version of that same pickaxe. Looks pretty all right. And this is what I saw earlier. This, I think, it looks like you're going to be flying on this like the freaking Green Goblin glider. And this is actually a really cool looking glider for sure. Let's see what Immortal Artemis looks like. Similar vibes here. A different color going on. I like actually the little mouth covering. I think that's kind of a fun touch. The hood is pretty nifty as well. Just gives it a very different feel with this color scheme, but a good different. I do wish they would include these variants for the Lego versions, because I think that would be really fun to have a version like that. All right, looking at page 13, what do we got? Hades or Hades? How do you say it? Somebody, guys, might need help pronouncing things. All right, well, he looks pretty fancy. He clearly has a crazy chain of craziness, so that's exciting. Ooh, shadow smoke. So this is your contrail as you're going down. I could see as well this playing pretty nicely with a few different aesthetics, so it could be pretty fun for sure. New guitar, a bass guitar to be precise, pretty fun. Fancy pickaxe, a key. The key to Hades. Nice skin here. Again, pretty subtle, but I kind of like subtle, so I'm down for this. And it looks like it's reactive too. Probably the green bits will flash or glow a little bit more once you've got it unlocked. And here we go. There's Hades, overseer of the underworld. Wow, he looks like pretty professionally dressed too. I mean, for being the ruler of the underworld, you'd think there might be some chance that he just wouldn't really dress all that appropriately, but he's pretty modest, pretty well dressed, I would say. Good job, Hades. All right, there's the Lego rendition of him as well. Not too shabby. And the final page, let's take a look what all we've got. I do actually like this loading screen. That one's pretty cool looking. The style of it's nice. It doesn't feel too busy, and it's got the theme going on. Nice little backpack. I would not want to grab those keys personally. Looks like it's got a little bit of an effect too. As you swing it, the keys swing a little bit with the motion. Just a simple touch. Underworld rock. I could dig that too. That's pretty fun. All right, shall we take a listen to what this song is? Not so much my jam, to be honest. We got a chariot. It'll be cool if we can sit inside of the chariot when it's going down. I'm optimistic that is the case. That kind of looks like the only spot that you could actually get in there, but that could be a kind of fun different glider as well. All right, and then the final version, we got the dark transformation. Oh, okay. It's a subtle effect, but it looks good. It makes the cape kind of glowy and stuff. I do like when they've put in these sorts of effects because I think it's just kind of fun to have these available and get to transform your character a little bit more. And it's got a nice transformation process as well. That is all of the pages in this regular season pass. Let's take a look and see what we can find in the bonus rewards as well. All right, another variant of the Heartwinder glider. I actually like this one a little bit better. It's not as pink, which is always up my alley, but it looks nice. It looks good. New version of the shield as well. And looks like we got some music coming up. We'll take a listen to that. All right, I'm happy that that's in the game. It's fun to see the freaking emote music in the game as well. It does feel a little weird that it's a bonus reward, but this is one I'm gonna definitely have to unlock. We've also got a fancy version of Poseidon here. It's basically the same thing, let's be honest, but it's orange. So if you like the Poseidon if you like the Poseidon style, you might like this one too. All right, a hammer version of the pickaxe for Poseidon. We've got the magma version of the skin for the guns. Stellar Barrage. This is actually a pretty cool looking contrail. I can really enjoy this one. It's subtle enough. It's interesting enough, but the effects of the arrows coming down, it's just a nice little touch there. We've got Immortal Zeus. So this is the fancier version of the other Zeus. This is a skin I actually really like. This is a nice looking item wrap for your guns. I think this looks pretty great. The Olympians. Oh, Korra's in here, I guess. This is another back bling. Looks fine by me. Elysian Artemis. It's kind of nice having a different variation there. I wonder if all of these will be able to have the hood up and the mask on as well, or if it'll be just like it is like this. But it looks like a fun skin. Another version of the Hades chariot. Get a microphone with a freaking snake on it. Just what you've always been wanting, right? And a purple version of Hades there as well. There's some quest rewards as well. We definitely won't be able to see everything in here, but we can take a look at what we can. Looks like a new version of that glider that is in the battle pass, and I like this glider a lot. I think I like this version better than the one that was in the battle pass. So that's pretty nice to see. Banner icon, another little gun effect. If you like the white gold theme, this is a pretty fun one, I would say. I kind of like this Cerberus better than the second page one that was in the season pass. While I'm here, let me take a look at the Lego version of Cerberus, because I don't think I ever did. Honestly, I don't know about that. Honestly, he's kind of a creepy doggo when he comes into Lego. I don't know about this guy. So that's every item in this season pass. I don't know about you, but I personally am really excited about a lot of those skins. I think Artemis might be one of my favorites, and I love that she is so early on in the pass. But even beyond that, many of the items in this particular battle pass are really fun. I gotta admit, the baby backpack from Poseidon is ridiculously fun, and there are so many cool gliders. If you like surfing, if you like riding lightning bolts down to the ground, if you want to be in a freaking flaming chariot, there is a lot of fun stuff to be had in this battle pass. So, do I think that this one is a good one to jump in on? Absolutely. I think this is a really fun battle pass, and it seems like there's gonna be some really cool gameplay this season, whether it's from the new wings abilities that are coming out, or even to tossing lightning bolts at your enemies. There is so much fun to be had this season. So I hope you get a second to check it out, and I hope you take a second to like and subscribe to my channel too. We're going to be doing more Fortnite content and other videos as well about all sorts of different video games. So if you want to be some of the first to know when I post new videos, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to be a part of the conversation, if you want to engage with me actively while I'm live on stream, definitely go to my Twitch page. The link will be in my description. Thanks so much, everybody, and I hope you have a beautiful, shiny, happy day. Remember, be excellent to each other.